Hey everybody, it's April 10th and it's actually nice out. Last time I did this I said the weather's a bit shit. Today it's not, it's really nice. Perhaps this is a sign of things to come. I'm going to be hopeful. What I would love to see is this market wake up a little bit, right? There are a lot of good deals out there and buyers just aren't taking advantage. I'm going to break down some numbers here and maybe we can explain some of this. Right now, just to put things in perspective, the average home in Calgary is selling for about 98% of its asking price. A year ago, it was 99%, so buyers are getting those deals, right, by a whole extra percent. That's just on average with thousands of homes sold, right? Days on market, also the average home is taking longer to sell. It went from 29 days on market on average last year to about 35 days. The number of homes that have sold for the full asking price or even higher. Last year, 31.5%, still pretty decent. This year we're down to 22.6%, which actually surprised me because I would expect that number to be a little bit lower. There are people still competing on offers out there. For prices, the average benchmark price is about 4% down from a year ago. Month to month, if we look at January to February to now March, we're now in the second month in a row where the benchmark price is actually going up. So how much longer our price is going to be down? Who can really say? But there's a lot of strange things going on in the world, to say the least. Now, I wanted to put another thing in perspective here, just to give you an idea of the mentality of buyers, where they are at right now. For detached homes, when we look at what price category we're seeing the most sales in, this year it's number one between 600 and 700,000. That's where most of the homes are selling. The second place would be 500 to 600,000. If we look back a year ago, the most popular was also 600 to 700,000, but the second most popular category was 700 to 800,000. So that's definitely a shift. For townhomes, the most popular category this year is between 300 and 400,000. Last year, it was actually between 400 and 500,000. And then finally, for apartments, for this year, the most popular category is anything under $300,000, whereas last year, the most popular category was actually between $300,000 and $400,000. The last thing I will leave you with is overall inventory, and maybe a little bit of a positive here, because the more inventory we have on market, yes, it's great. Buyers have a lot of choices and they can take their time, but you know what, let's face it, the buyers are taking too much time and they're not really taking things seriously. Sometimes you have to believe that there's a limit to something in order to really actually want it. You could, if you're a collector of something, you find out that's limited to such a number of copies, it makes you want it a little bit more, right? And this is honestly the same thing to do in real estate. If people know there are not as many listings hitting the market as there was before, maybe that's going to motivate them to make a move, take their home buying plans more seriously. So on that note, this may be slowly happening. Last year, there were actually more detached homes on the market available in March than this year's March. We've had less detached homes available in this year. Anyways, that's just one housing category, but there is evidence that there are less new listings hitting the market right now in all home category types this year, and it may eventually lead to lower inventory year over year, which could be a good thing, I think, for everybody. All right, that's enough for now. It is beautiful outside. Sign of things to come. We will see. Take care.